What's up, YouTube? It's ProJecTs back with another Call of Duty Ghost gameplay for you guys. This is the second on my channel. Um, yeah, let's get right into it. This is a domination on Whiteout. And I was playing with a bunch of my buddies. We were just playing some pubs, pubbing it up, trying to rank up, all that good stuff. And I ended up dropping 57 kills. So I thought it was a good gameplay. It was pretty good in terms of the action. I usually was running around trying to pick up kills any way I was going. And you'll notice I'm using the AR, which is the Remington R5, I believe. I'm not too sure. But my perks were Stalker, Ready Up, Quick Draw, Dead Silence, and Focus. Personally, this was the setup that I thought was the best for me. And in terms of the kill streaks, I was just using the default what they gave you. So I think I had the SATCOM, which is the equivalent to the UAV, dogs, and the Maniac, which is a 10 kill streak. And I'm not too sure if I get a Maniac on this map, but I was doing pretty well in this game. So we'll see how it went. But yeah, I definitely recommend the perks that I'm using if you guys are trying to rack up a lot of kills. And pretty much I'll just give you a little background info on what each perk does for you. So Ready Up is pretty much dexterity from Black Ops 2. After you're sprinting, you want to scope in. It'll be a little bit faster as opposed to someone that doesn't have the perk on. So it's just a little bit easier to really aim down the sights, because that's a really big tactic that'll help you in terms of getting kills in this game. So I definitely recommend you slap that on. Quick draw. Everyone knows quick draw. You pretty much scope in faster, you know what I mean, down the sight. So you'll notice a constant trend of me wanting to be able to scope in quicker, because if you're not scoping in this game, you're pretty much gonna die if you just run and gun out there. You'll get some kills, but most of the time you'll probably die because people are just gonna hold their scopes out and corner camp or do something whack like that. So definitely slap that on. Next up, we're gonna follow the constant trend of holding your scope out. So the next one was Stalker, and what Stalker pretty much does, if you'll remember back in MW3, while you're holding your scope out, so here we go again, you can move faster, and that's a very underrated perk. A lot of people don't realize how good Stalker is, because you can strafe a lot of the times, and when you're doing that, you'll actually miss some of the shots. So strafing actually allows you to like sort of dodge some of the opponent's bullets, but then again, you're not, dodging is not that great, just due to the fact because the health in this game is super low. But yeah, by the way, I'm in the Maniac right now, and I'm not that great at knifing, so don't judge me on that. I wasn't too good at it. I whiffed like 3 times on that dude. So yeah. What else did I have? I had Dead Silence, which is obviously goes all the way back to COD 4. Dead silence, you don't make a lot of noise, your footsteps are silent, which everyone these days has a headset of some type, so I definitely recommend you slap on Dead Silence. You do not want to be heard like a fucking elephant around the map, so definitely slap that on. And the last one up is Focus. And Focus is really underrated as well. I don't think a lot of people know just how good Focus is. It was first introduced in MW3, but pretty much Focus, what it does is it reduces the weapon flinch, I believe, or the weapon sway, whatever you want to call it. So pretty much if you get shot at, and if you're in the scope of your gun and you're shooting back, your gun won't flinch up really hard, as opposed to not having that perk on while you're in a gunfight with someone. So it's very helpful. It definitely can help your shot out a lot if you slap it on and you're getting shot at. It's definitely a good perk for you guys to have. And you'll going back to the gun again, I'm using the Remington again, and what I have on this is red dot and some type of grip attachment. I'm not too sure, but I'm sort of gravitating towards the Remington in terms of assault rifles right now. It's personally my favorite. It just does work. It really kills people quickly, in my opinion. and it's just, it's my personally the best gun for me. So I encourage you guys again to experiment with the ARs. I'll reiterate just to let you guys know that this game really is AR dominant. So definitely, mostly slap on assault rifles unless the map's kind of small, which in this game, unfortunately, there aren't a lot of small maps. So definitely try and experiment a little bit with the ARs, and let me know which one you think is the best and which one works for you, because everyone is got a different opinion about it. So let me know. But personally, I like this Call of Duty. It's a good Call of Duty. Um, I enjoy it in the public match sense. It's fun. The kill streaks aren't crazy. I've noticed a lot of people don't actually get a lot of air kill streaks, which I definitely like that. It's more like gun on gun kill streaks, and it's not bad at all. I definitely enjoy that aspect. Um, Looking at it though from a competitive aspect, I can see why some of the competitive players might not like it, just due to the fact that the developers really didn't make the greatest of maps. I would say this is a judging from all the past Infinity Ward Call of Duties, I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say Ghost probably has the worst maps out of all the Infinity Ward Call of Duties, which is kind of disappointing because they're known for such you know, great maps. Going back to MW2, Scrapyard was one of my favorites. Terminal, High Rise, all those maps were really good. And then in COD 4, with Crash, Overgrown, what was map? Strike, all those maps. Those were really some of just the greatest, Call of Duty maps that I can remember. They were just fun. They were small. They were symmetrical to some extent, and the game types were really good. And going back into the competitive sense as well, the game types right now just really aren't there right now. Their domination seems to be what most people are playing, or competitive players are playing, in terms of scrims and stuff like that. But I don't really see how Blitz will work. I was playing a Blitz pub earlier the other day, and it wasn't the greatest. Just put it that way. It seemed like a lot of people were just camping in the corners, and I know that Infinity Ward tried to create game types that didn't promote camping, but unfortunately, since people are so new to the game still, have taken camping to like a whole new level where they're just, I don't know if they're camping, but maybe the spawns, but that's another, topic that I just want to talk about. Spawns in this game are weird as hell. And I don't know, I just don't understand the spawns at all. I'm still new. I'm just running around pretty much just trying to find people at this point. I still don't understand the spawns. And yeah, that is just weird. But I heard that Infinity Ward is gonna soon start a patch and put it in, or an update of some sort. So I apologize for the long 11-minute gameplay again, guys. I know it's not the best and most fun to watch, but it's a rumor going around that Infinity Ward is going to put out a patch where there's going to be a theater mode, and I'm definitely looking forward to that if that's true. Don't quote me on it, but if there is a theater mode, I definitely will be liking that, due to the fact that I can just, skip forward the boring, sort of slow parts. So again, I apologize for that if some bits of the gameplay get slow. And believe me, 11 minutes of nonstop gameplay can get a little boring at some point. So I again apologize for that. But yeah, so again, I want to just say, yeah, I almost forgot. Also, I heard in the other patch, or the upcoming patch, that apparently Infinity Ward is also going to put in some game types, which I'm hoping that's true. I heard Hardpoint's going to make a comeback, as well as CTF, which, if that's the case, I'm really excited for that. Hardpoint was definitely my favorite game type from Black Ops 2. I think it was definitely one of the most fun game types to watch and play, definitely. But unfortunately, again, we'll see how it works out if they do incorporate Hardpoint on these horrendous maps. I don't. I just really don't like the maps. Honestly, that's the only thing that I could really rant and complain about. But I won't go into too much detail about that. And after playing this game for a couple of hours, I've noticed that even though I have domination gameplays up, I would say the best way to rank up if you're looking to rank up quickly is to try search and rescue, which is their variation of search and destroy, which I don't know if they're going to patch in a search and destroy too, which would be like a classic search and destroy mode, as well as cranked. Those are definitely two game types which I do recommend that you guys try out and play, just because they will rank you up the quickest. What else do I have to say? Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it out at this. I'm gonna end it here. This gameplay is winding down, guys. If you haven't done so already about seeing my first gameplay for Ghost, definitely check it out. I'll put a link in the description down below so you can look at it. I went, I think, 42 and 14 on Domination on Chasm, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think this game is gonna be good for the most part. I like it better than Black Ops 2. But yeah, again, let me know what you guys want to see from me in the near future for Ghosts. But you know, I think that's it. I'm gonna say that's it. So I'll let you guys go on that note, and thanks a lot, YouTube. I'll see you later.